Plaintiff Ashley Zander and her mother Della Hannigan say Ashley dated the defendant after they met online. But soon after, he started asking her to have threesomes with other men. Ashley suing her ex-boyfriend for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Cody Corvin says he's only in court because of Della, who brainwashed Ashley into thinking he was using her for sex. Cody denies owing Ashley for anything.
Start with you.
Back in 2013, I was in a gun accident. I had a 1% chance of living, and I proved it.
What happened?
Me and my cousin were out shooting, and before we went shooting, I went and put my gun in the dirt on accident, and me and my cousin went ride our four-wheelers and came back, and I grabbed the gun and I shot it, and 5 inches of strap metal went right through my head. Wow. I had a 1% chance of living, and
You made it.
Yeah,
yes, she did. The mother's worst nightmare.
I grabbed the gun and I shot it, and 5 inches of strap metal went right through my head. I had a 1% chance of living, and
You made it.
Yeah,
yes, she did. The mother's worst nightmare.
Plaintiff Ashley Zander and her mother Della Hannigan say Ashley dated the defendant, and he wanted Ashley to have a threesome with him and another man.
Go ahead.
6 years later, I met Cody on Plenty of Fish, and I was getting to know him, and he was getting to know me. And one day we were driving, and
Go ahead, sweetie. Would you like me to step?
Take your time.
yeah, step up for me.
Okay, it appears that Mr. Corvin was wanting my daughter to do threesomes with another man. And
Another man?
Correct. You heard me correct.
Not even another woman?
Not even another woman. You would think so, but yeah,
Go
with
ahead.
another man. You know, and she tells me an awful lot. Some things I really don't want to hear, like stuff like this, you know. And, you know, it's like I've seen all the photos that he sent my daughter. Not all of them, but she told me about them. I saw a couple of them, and he was wanting her to do the same thing. She felt uncomfortable. He made her feel uncomfortable. The day that, you know, it's like trying. Oh, I am so upset. I am so upset. You know, the way I look at it is like, you preyed on my daughter. She has a head injury. She has the mentality of a teenager, and you preyed her. You took advantage of a girl who has a head injury. How do you feel about that? You know what? Personally, I'd like to string you up, but no, I'm a better Christian than that.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I do. Oh, no, you want to hit? Oh, I will hit him over the head.
I
with
leave
that.
it there in case you change your mind.
I got a cane.
Go ahead, sir. You give me some background.
All right, well, pretty much the whole reason why we're here is her mother. Mom's filled her head with all kinds of things. When we were seeing each other, everything was going just great. You know, we were hanging out. I took her out wood cutting a few times with me. So January 25th, she came to me, or called me, and said that I'm using her, and that's how she feels. And I respected that. You know, I told her, I'm like,
what did she think you were doing to use her?
she told me I was using her for sex, and what was the other thing?
How long had you all been together?
We were seeing each other for about 2 months before this happened. You know, like I said, she's been hanging out with me and my friends, you know, going and doing things, coming over to my house. When she told me that in text message...
She never went over to your house. You were living with your mom.
Yeah.
So in text message, I got right into her after she responded to that. After I responded to that, was the reason why we're not together is because you need to focus on yourself. You had some things happen to you, and I'm not going to state that right now. You had some stuff happen to you, and you already admitted to not being happy and admitted to having problems because of what happened to you. I think you should not date and focus on yourself and get yourself happy before others. You had nothing to do with I had nothing to do with the herpes. I just
With the what?
So I'm reading this backwards.
Herpes.
So she called me one.
Herpes.
Yeah. So she called me.
Man?
She called.
Man, they just gave your daughter herpes.
She calls.
Better
She has
take
a
that
cane.
thing.
It's longer.
So she called me one day.
Go to work. You better go to work. I'm just having fun. I don't advocate violence as a form of
I understand
retribution.
that.
She called me and texted me saying that she went to the doctors and that she got herpes. So I freaked out a little bit. But
Did you go to the doctor?
I did.
You was already freaking out. That's probably how she got it. Probably how she got it. All your freaking out. Yeah.
So I go to the doctor. They told me I had to wait a month before I can do it.
All right. And what happened?
She calls me.
No. What did the doctor say?
Oh, was the doctor?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, don't skip past that.
So when I went to the doctor, I couldn't get tested right away. So
All right. Did you ever?
yes.
And you have it, obviously.
No, I
You're
don't.
beating around the
don't.
bush too much.
No, I don't. I do not have it.
All right, then she does it then.
But
now let's
anyways,
move on. Now, tell me about this loan, ma'am.
This stupid loan. Oh my goodness. You know, if I would have been there, this would have never happened. I can guarantee you that. This loan, where in the heck? Here, give me this. It's like a rental agreement.
What do you mean rental agreement? He stayed in one of your properties?
Okay.
He rented one of your properties or something?
No, the
He's got the
tires
tires.
and rims they're renting. He is renting them. Because the cash price, get this, the cash price for the tires and rims was $1,361.08. The cost of the rental, $1,578.85, with the total price of $2,939.93. That's just insane.
To pay that much instead of paying cash for it.
Exactly. So now she's locked up in this rental agreement, of which I called this company and asked them if we can just put everything into his name, and they said, unfortunately, no,
Right.
because of the agreement. It appears that Mr. Corvin was wanting my daughter to do threesomes with another man. And
Another man?
Correct. You heard me correct.
Not even another woman.
Not even another woman. You would think so, but yeah,
Go
with
ahead.
another man.
Plaintiff Ashley Zander and her mother Della Hannigan say Ashley dated the defendant, and he wanted Ashley to have a threesome with him and another man.
Did she ask you about it or mention it to you, what she was about to do?
No,
Who
she
got-
did not.
Okay.
It would have never happened. And the payments come out of her checking account, mind you, because he didn't have a checking account. What kind of man cannot take care of his own stuff?
I just got back from
You
Texas.
ask my daughter, oh, do you have good credit? Of course she does. Now she doesn't because of you. She has missed car payments. She has missed payments of other things that she has. She's behind because of you. And I hope you feel really crappy about yourself right now.
I don't.
You know, oh, wow, some integrity you have. You have absolutely
Well, regardless of
none.
how he feels about himself, a couple million people are shaping their opinion of it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Sir, what do you have to say about the loan?
Me about the loan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's right. We did this loan together. Everything
Together.
Together.
Oh, you mean you made an agreement.
Yeah,
we-
together.
Everything was going good between us, and then I took her out wood cutting, and I lost my brakes going downhill. The tires I had on my truck before then were cutting into my brake lines, and we lost my brakes. So after that, I asked her, I'm like, look, I got bad credit right now. Can you help me get tires? You know, I can make the payments. And she said, yeah.
That's a lie.
What
ahead.
payments have you made, Cody? $140?
You have
And
no
all you
proof-
do is come up with all these excuses.
Do you have proof that I did or didn't
Oh,
make
you
a payment?
betcha I do.
What,
I
text
got
messages?
a lot. You
Who
betcha I
cares
do.
about text messages?
You betcha I
We
do.
care
You
about
ca-
payments.
You can't prove that I never came to your house to make a
about
payment.
Well,
payments.
what we
There's-
do know,
there's no
hold
written
on.
agreement.
You agreed that you borrowed, right?
Huh?
You agreed that you borrowed. the
No, I didn't borrow
burden.
money.
Yeah, you
Back.
said that.
No, we got
And-
tires.
Oh, yes,
Pay
you
me
did.
back.
Now
We
get
got
out of
tires.
here. You
We got
said you
tires
borrowed
together.
that money. Now you go, we borrowed the money.
Oh, yeah, it's all
we
right here,
did
black
it.
and white, too,
Now,
that-
the
that
burden
he
shifts
owes,
to
that
you
he
to
owes.
prove that you paid.
Sorry.
The burden shifts to you. So they don't have to prove a thing after you've admitted you borrowed.
I didn't
now
admit
show me
borrowing
you
money.
paid. Show me you paid.
They have no proof that I haven't paid either.
No, you have to show it.
I didn't admit to borrowing
So
money.
otherwise, the judgment is theirs, unless you prove that you paid after you've agreed that you borrowed it. Then the burden is yours to prove it. And I'm sure you can't. You have no credit. You live with your mama. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I have proof about the threesomes in text messages.
I'll never trust a man ever again.
That's because you're going to my house every week.
I am.
Every week. Oh,
I got messages saying that she's at my house having sex with me every other weekend.
Yeah, because you made me
No,
feel
I
like
didn't,
I
no.
had to.
I got messages
no,
saying
you
that you're.
made me feel.
I got a message
Like
saying
I had
that
to
you
so
felt
I
like a
can
dirty
go
whore.
with
You wanted
money.
to come over.
Cody.
Money.
Let's see the messages, Cody.